Okay, it is 9:29 a.m. Just gonna make it quick and easy. GGII. Although these things are kind of sketchy, they dropped a lot. I will be looking at morning panic bounce play. Same with HTZGQ. LTNC, if there is just really nothing else and it looks very clean. And NRX, I'd like to see it uptrend more today. Took a quick look at the overall stocks that were up yesterday. I have a few others in the other screen, but these are the main ones that I'm watching. Nothing clear at the moment. It's just going to be a watch for morning panic bounce plays. Alright, it is 9:36. I did one with HTZGQ. I feel like I could have done better. It might sell, but I was just worried that this thing was going to have a stutter step, a follow-up panic, and it looks like it might be trying to do something like that. Right here at the moment, we did have a big volume candle here, and I bought. My entry was good at 845, 932. So right here, 84 and a half. So yeah, right at the wick actually. That's a good entry right here. And then the price action was okay. I don't feel like there was a lot of volume traded. And I sold the next yeah, it was the next minute at 9:33 right here, and I sold at 9:25 right about here in the middle. It did eventually. It looked like at the time that it got above VWAP, and it looks like it did, but it looked like it was much higher. If I had held maybe a few more minutes, I could have sold towards 6, but ultimately there just wasn't that much range here, but it looked very clean in that sense. And now let's see how this one does. Maybe it's going to put up a higher low here, an uptrend, but it did get as high as 6. I think this one wasn't that good in terms of me trying to hold the trade better. But I was pretty scared that this was going to be like another one of those stutter steps. Again, look how high it is, right? And it just has a tiny, 10% drop, give or take. It just wasn't that ideal, but it could have been much worse. I feel like I could have sold better in this one, though. I still feel like I was a bit of a chicken. I mean, sure, I was like 7 pennies and a half from the very top, but I don't know. I still feel like I could have done better. I might put up a higher low here. That might be possible, but we did have that panic. It looked rather clean. Big red candles, big volume candle here. Took a buy right here at the reversal. My entries are good. I need to improve on my exits, and I did get that sell right into here at 92 and a half, so give or take right here. Just a small $100 position. I think it was not a really good percentage gain. Yeah, 1.37. Again, could have held towards 6, or maybe even wait for the second higher, the higher low, or the lower low, or the double bottom. We'll see how this one does. I would have liked it if it dropped more, but this isn't too bad considering the other ones. GGII, nice spike, just was a spike, nothing I wanted to trade. Was in a morning panic. GVSI also uptrending. LTNC, this one traded with some crazy volatility, no morning panic. And an RX did do a panic, but it's not up like 3 days in a row, at least for me to be like really interested in it. It was trying to hold itself here. I saw it here. It ultimately broke this level. It did get from 25 to 27, but that was it. It's just a sketchy sub penny stock. I'll keep looking for setups. Nothing I'm really interested in at the moment. Okay, it is 11:42. Just want to make a quick update. I haven't really been looking that much because it is midday. GGII, just a nice spike initially. Was looking for a dip buy. I didn't really like the price action here, but it did do a move from 62 to 67. Just not really that ideal because it was a random dip buy. I would have liked it if it was maybe closer to VWAP. GVSI, nothing here I want to trade either. Nothing that I'm just interested in trading. HTZGQ is now at 580, but I regret it. I need to keep doing better, holding these trades longer. It wasn't that bad. I mean, I did sell. Let's look. I bought right here. My entry was great at 5845, and then I sold at 92, just under VWAP. I need to wait for that break past VWAP. I mean, it was a bit sketchy because it's been up so much. At some point it's going to take a really, it's not guaranteed of course, but it's going to likely do a very harsh drop. and that's what worried me. I didn't want to be stuck in the stutter set, but probably should have just held better. LTNC didn't do a morning panic bounce play, uptrended. Just gonna leave it alone. Nothing I want to trade it. And then RX is down. I guess it kind of worked. If you were to take a buy at 21 here, it did have a fake out, but that's why I don't do morning panic bounce plays on, you know, stocks that are not up at least 3 days in a row, and especially so penny stocks. So nothing I want to trade right now. It's just gonna be a watch, but a very casual watch. Okay, it is 1 p.m. and I'm gonna call it off for the rest of today. I don't see any stocks that are really nice, really up, like very good for maybe a potential a strong, you know, close, so something I can buy and sell towards a strong close or something like that. I just don't see anything like that today. APYP is up on its third day today. Maybe a morning panic bounce play potential depending on how it closes, but I just don't like the way this thing trades either, so I'll just be cautious. I'll just be cautious about it, really. GGII. Ideally, it can continue the uptrend, so it can be something I could dip by in the morning tomorrow. I don't see anything I really want to trade off of it. GVS, I just had a big spike. I guess it's up on some kind of news with a spike like that. Look at the nice volume. That's impressive. HTZGQ, nothing I want to trade. This would have been maybe an inverse head and shoulders, but I just wasn't there for it. The one thing about this stock is that it doesn't trade with much range, so that was the most it would have done. You know, that I would have done with it. LTNC, nothing I want to trade either. I mean, it could be a first green day if it has more volume and spikes like a bunch, but it just looks dead to me. We'll just continue to watch it here. NNRX, nothing I want to do with this either. So yeah, just gonna call it off overall. Somewhat interested in seeing what GVSI is gonna do. But yeah, that's about it. Just a pretty good trading day. I need to get better with my trading. I feel like I could have done better. Much better. I mean, we did have that drop below VWAP and then an uptrend, but I wasn't even there for that. I just have to keep getting better. I mean, best case scenario, my entry at 584.5 and then selling to 615. You know, that's not a lot of range because that's the way HTZGQ is, but I just still have to get better. Interesting inverse head and shoulders here. The neckline was pretty good too. So yeah, just gonna call it off. One trade here with HTZGQ, and I just have to keep getting better at holding these setups a bit better.